Malik, you're hosting this time, right?
Why do I always get voted for the shit? Y'all vote me out of shit and in the shit. Just as y'all win my seat.
Your point being,
Because you're an uncontrollable rage baby.
for real, like that's the actual reason why. I was just waiting for Kai to say it.
Drama queens. I don't know what you talking about.
Of course you don't, because you never have. Never mind. I'm not going down this path. It's just gonna get ruder and ruder. So, first up is the game that you were playing. So,
Multiversus.
official title: Multiracial Versus.
Multiracial versus. That definitely is a porn.
Yeah.
We just gave Brazzers their next seed idea.
Yeah.
Their next game parody.
They were just gonna go. Yeah, they were just gonna go with race wars. But you know, this
Oh God.
is so much better. Multiracial versus. I like that.
And yet, you have to believe that Race Wars was definitely at least a title that was one time thrown across the table of the thinking board for like Notori 2.0.
I feel like it was a title literally for a show. Someone was like, yeah.
Also, what if it wasn't just set on having a bunch of different races? It was just a bunch of biracial people just like fighting in a
It's times like that where you see like just how savage Americans are. Like the ratings for that show is so high, and it's so sad.
Go ahead, take us away, Malik. We're waiting on you, buddy.
Are we starting? Are we
Yeah,
there?
we've been recording. I said whenever you're ready to actually kick things off.
I guess we're going into it just now. Then, Alright, what's good, Drive Fam? How's it going? It's your boy Kill 'em Slowly. Welcome back to another episode of the Triumvirate.
Hello.
I got here today. Hi, Fly Guy Kai. Let me introduce himself.
Hi.
Fly Guy Kai.
I mean, yeah. We got young Silly Willy down at the bottom here. I actually don't know how this is going to be seen, but yeah, he's out here.
Hi, everybody. It's Silly Willy TV here.
You gotta put like a record pause right there.
In the last one, I did a it's Silly Willy, and then I gave like a dumb finger guns kind of thing, unsure of how to like play it off, and now I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave it with the dead pause.
Oh my god, with the deadpan.
I was thinking about doing it like, it's Silly_Willy TV.
So you feel like you shouldn't be within 500 feet of the school at that point.
Yeah, no, for real. I feel like that would need to actually be a skit where it's just like a series of like things that would land you on like a do not go anywhere near an elementary school thing. But with each time, it just cuts to Kai walking up in like a suit and tie, like hands in front of him holding each other and being like, and that is why that person will never be allowed in front of the schoolyard.
This is Connor.
God.
Right next to Elmo, man. Yeah, he's down for it.
Oh.
Alright, anyway,
Let's not bring Elmo in.
bring him into Multiversus.
Would actually be a cool thing.
Actually, I don't think it's safe to bring Sesame Street into anything right now. They're getting sued for racist slander.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, well,
No.
they're getting sued for racism. It's sad.
Like from a recent episode or like from something in their history?
From an amusement park.
I mean, did the Grouch finally sue them?
No, they was ignoring black children at Sesame Land.
But this has been a thing. This has been a thing. They've shown that at Disney World. They've shown it at so many parks now.
No. They got like video evidence.
I know. This has been like a thing. I've seen it like these videos have been going around for a minute. Everybody's getting sued.
Yeah.
Only thing you had to do was fire these people. It's really that easy.
They were like, "No, we're family."
All right, pay some black people some money. Like, do not pass go this year.
They're getting what you would call cessations.
All right, but let's actually roll into this, right? What's good? How's it feeling, Tri Fam? We out here talking about some multiverses today. I've been checking out the game a little bit, you know. I know Julian right here was just watching me play that, John. Well, we was playing a little bit earlier too.
Yeah. We played, I think, exactly 2 matches together.
What's your observation so far?
I mean, it's a Smash-like, but it definitely has its own systems like Melee and like Smash 4 in terms of like the speed and accuracy, a lot of the moves. Even though there are like floaty characters, these kind of move very like solidly, and the combos are very like precise that you can pull off. Also, lots of like neutral and auto locks. I do like the character selection that every character feels, as far as the animation style, art style, that they could be in this universe. And Velma calls the cops on people, so you can technically call the cops on LeBron James.
What?
Yes, this is something you can do. I mean, I don't recommend it, but yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean her, like, a special of hers is to call the cops?
Yeah.
And so you can call the
cops? Throw them in the back of the squad car and everything, G.
Oh, God. No!
It's hilarious. Well, you should find the 30-second clip on YouTube and play that.
We actually kind of need to find this. Hold on.
The clip I found, she said at the end, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that."
I'm gonna change her name to Karen real quick.
Hold on, we're gonna
experience this together.
Yeah, we're gonna see this in real time.
All right, guys, we gotta kumbaya this shit. Let's do it. Let our powers combine. Earth.
I like to say it's only 3 of us. I don't think we got a development.
The first couple times I was like, I'm gonna respond, but then after it got so desperate, I was like, nah, I got this guy. This might be a hard episode to get through. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Look how she. Oh no, not the foot tap.
Down triangle to call police.
LeBron, no.
Victory!
LeBron, no. What?
I'm sorry. If you look at LeBron for a second and pull a mask off of him, and he goes from being LeBron James to this random white man.
It's only an instant kill on LeBron and Garnet from
Wait,
Universe.
No, you're kidding.
Yes, I'm kidding.
Okay, I was gonna be like, come
Oh
on
my
now.
God. WB,
That
you got
is
some explaining
so
to do.
bad. What was that movie? The scene where a car gets run off of a bridge. Vanilla Sky. Anyway, so Multiversus.
When it comes down to platform fighters, it's really solid. Like, I was playing a lot of Finn. Let's go with Smash terms with this. If you press his side A twice, like, you'll get like an actual combo with his sword swings. But you can combo that into either his up or his down tilts, and like it gives you like different combo routes. At first, yeah, it seems like kind of floaty and kind of out there, but like you start to notice that it has this down to earth mechanic to it too, and it makes like the gameplay feel really unique. Like you start to notice that this game actually takes a little bit of skill if you want to get good at this.
Really?
I mean,
Competitive game we need to get good at.
I feel you. I mean, it felt really unique in its own mechanics and how it handled things, what combos you could pull off with what button combinations and all that kind of stuff. And the mechanics of it alone, from the variety of characters that you have to play with, definitely lends itself to some very interesting and fun battles here.
But it could flop.
What would it take to flop from here?
There's the monetization. Don't ever like knock that. That could get like crazy bad. I mean, they could end up like messing up when it comes to balance changes. I mean, even now people kind of are mad about the balance to the Iron Giant.
Bunny,
Yeah.
Superman. Is there a campaign mode to this yet?
No.
I would really like to see, like Superman, LeBron James, and like, Steven Universe, having like a conversation. I mean, I'm being.
I mean, yeah, it'd be dope.
No,
like, and like,
I agree with you. I'm just laughing because you said LeBron James.
Listen, people kind of hated on the fact that like LeBron was in it, but like, come on, man, like.
I don't know, man. He's in a video game. You can hate all you want, but
yeah.
like, it's a video game.
If they were going to pick some iconic sports player to do right now, it was going to be him.
It'd be LeBron James. It'd be weird if it was like Cristiano Ronaldo or something like that.
That would be hilarious. What are you talking about?
Steph Curry in the video game?
I want to see both of those people. Actually, I'd much rather see Cristiano Ronaldo.
It could do with some game modes, maybe throw an arcade mode or a story mode, like you were saying.
Remember in Super Smash Bros. The original, like you had to go through and touch all the platforms, like just like shit like that.
Them things were amazing. I'm sorry, I spent hours playing them.
Dude, I know.
Is Kazam a Warner Brothers property?
Nah, WB don't own them.
Dang it, man! I was really hoping we could get Kazam and LeBron James in the same game together.
Man, you know how fast people would buy that DLC?
That would be hilarious.
Have you ever seen this movie, Will?
I've heard about it enough.
Like,
I feel like I couldn't watch the soaper though.
we gotta watch Blank Man.
Oh hell yeah! We'll just do nothing but hood classics and be like, "Hey,
Wait.
Will, have you seen this?"
Who's Blank Man owned by?
They're not gonna put Blank Man.
Bro, wait.
So let's wrap this up with a Multiversus wish list, right? So I'm gonna go Kazam, Raven Simone, just for no reason at all.
That's not even Cartoon Network, bro.
I don't give a shit anymore. Throw in Quail Man because we can, and Captain Planet for
All right, so we're just gonna now make this like straight up random celebrity.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Malik, go ahead.
I thought you was getting.
No, I need to formulate my list because I need to make this as absurd as I possibly can.
I want Johnny Bravo. I need the Powerpuff Girls. I need Mojo Jojo simply because Mojo Jojo is my man's. Ed, and Eddie, but not together. I need them separate.
All right, let's see. I need Monkey D. Luffy.
That's not even American.
The Predator from the first movie.
Wait, I think they own that one. I think they actually do own that.
Perfect, okay. Casper.
Do they own him too? Yeah, actually, they own him too.
Nice. Both the cat and the dog from Cats vs. Dogs, but as separate characters.
I'm gonna special guest Matilda.
And cat dog.
I want Lil Bow Wow from Like Mike.
Might as well start throwing items into this game.
The hoverboard from Back to the Future 2. The first iteration of the White House before it burned down.
I want the mask.
I want Joanna Man.
I want Teal'c.
And Terry Crews from White Chicks. And the Old Spice Guy.
I want the Human Centipede.
Well, anywho, right? So this is whole Bungie versus Textnow situation going on here, and it's actually pretty crazy.
Bungie got into a lawsuit in Canada about some guys who were basically like trolling and doxing some of their employees, and Bungie basically won, saying that Textnow, which is a texting and messaging company that you can use anonymously, has to give over like any and all information that they have to Bungie. Death threats. I think a guy ordered a pizza to a guy's house once. Lots of trolling. Addresses were posted. This is kind of unprecedented for a bunch of different reasons, even though it is happening in Canada.
This is wild. So essentially being able to release someone's like IP address and make them show up online. I mean, I dare say I can see Facebook doing this. Someone like suing Facebook to be like, yo, release to me who the troll is on here. Or Twitter. Think about that whole like situation with The Last of Us 2 and how people were upset over how that game's story went. And all the like death threats and all that crazy stuff and slander that was going on Twitter for the people at Naughty Dog. Like, think about if they would have took up a lawsuit then, where they would have had like a lot of like public opinion on their side about what was going on.
So are you upset that that's the thing that people can do?
Yeah, because it's dangerous. Like, that's just a positive spin on.
Genuinely,
I'm saying I gave it a positive spin, like, because I totally agree with you on this. Like, people who send death threats, like, to developers and such, those people are scum. The thing that you're angry about was a decision made by a person you're not even yelling at right now. Like, you people don't understand how the corporate world of gaming works, and you think everything is blamed on the devs. And that's not necessarily how things work.
That's kind of the undying rage of the internet, though, right? As a whole, where it's like the internet is just one constant angry mob that sometimes gets memes and boobs thrown in between. You know what I mean? But that being said, These are assholes trying to find assholes from other assholes. Or let me clean that up for stream. These are buttholes suing buttholes to get to other buttholes. All right, and I
On a
wouldn't.
tangent, I think buttholes is better. I think
And this
buttholes is
entire thing is just gonna turn into a stinky poopy fest.
And I hope all of them drop the soap when they collectively go to jail.
Oh my god. Anyway, moving on.
Come on, dude.
Dropping-
They said that on SpongeBob, bro.
dropping the soap?
Yeah.
Fair
better.
enough.
Yeah, I remember that. He put him on top of himself. Don't drop him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
As much as I don't want this precedent to be set, because I can understand how this could be used for ways other than this, there has to be something that's done. You know what I mean? Like, in order to stop these people.
That is kind of my thinking on this whole thing.
Like, while it was fucked up what these kids did, there is a part of it that's kind of equally fucked up, that they're giving away, this kind of information, and it may set a bad precedent for things going forward. And Malik is right to a certain extent where, well, how far does it go? I'm not going to go as far as saying somebody expressing an opinion has to do it, but like, there's definitely going to be like some shady, things that happen because of it.
In other news, guys, how do you feel about meth in esports?
Fantastic, actually.
It's my favorite combination.
Recently, a Brandon Bren Chung, a coffee magnate, app entrepreneur, and owner of the Bren esports team, has been accused of being a part of this whole little meth ring in the Philippines. Apparently, he owns a part of the shipping company that actually ships the meth around throughout the country. It says, as the Daily Tribune reports, the National Bureau of Investigation, the NBI, have launched a manhunt after Chung was found to be one of the owners of a shipping company that stands accused of trying to import shabu, local slang for meth. That's pretty solid slang, I'm not gonna lie to you there. Though the Manila, it's Manila. I can't see any other word other than Manila. Manila.
Manila, bro.
It's Mania.
Manila International Container Port back in 2019. Wow. So it's been like a solid 3 years since he's been owner of this shipping company. How do you guys feel about the esports and drugs?
It took so much longer than I was expecting for something like this to happen.
You were expecting this?
Corruption? Yeah.
I mean, corruption is everywhere.
Okay, it finally hit the gaming industry.
With drug money? What do you mean? Why not?
I'm not condoning it. I'm just not really surprised. Like, okay, yeah.
And it's meth. It's not even like...
What did you want it to be?
I would expect cocaine at least, but like meth.
Let's take a moment to appreciate something here, because this is actually really important. This really should not come as any surprise to anybody, given the fact that when esports was first becoming a thing, the use of Adderall and other stimulants to power you through was a huge concern, and a number of teams got disqualified for it early on. This is just one of the owner of one of those teams having been caught for being their suppliers. Effectively, what this is this is just oh, okay, yeah.
But meth to play video games?
The segues a little silly. I think this guy was, he was in this video game market, and he was trying it out, and then he just also so happened to sell drugs.
This would be like news coming out of the mayor of Las Vegas secretly runs an underground escort service.
I mean, I can see
why
that.
would you not?
I'm amazed y'all could just see this coming. I couldn't see this coming.
Man, drug dealers make money. I'm gonna take this wonderful, delicious drug money and just, put it into an esports team,
Random disclaimer: the Tri does not support the drug trade or the use or operation of drugs in any way, shape, or form.
I don't know, man. I'm about to change my name to Fleisenhauer.
Nope, you did not just hear that. That will be stricken from the video.
Smoking that Eisenhower.
Yeah.
I think I'm also more amused at how, shocked you are at how, unfazed we are. Of all the people, I actually kind of would have thought you would have been, laughing hysterically at this and being yeah, man, I can...
Hey man, because like I thought esports was a pretty safe space. You know, it's up and coming.
Bro, what are you talking about? The Evo shit that went down. Like, what do you not
No,
consider?
see, but those are different things to
No,
me.
no, it's not. There's been shit like this since the beginning of esports. This is nothing new. It doesn't make it any better or okay, but it's just like this is nothing new.
It's nothing sacred anymore.
No. Where have you been?
I think this guy is actually a role model. So the next time
Oh my God.
so the next time somebody's mom wants to like be mad at their son for being out here selling drugs, he's gonna be like, "Hey, I could be an esports leader."
He's a, hey, man, the dude I knew who was selling drugs was a millionaire. So
Yeah, he's a poster boy for hustlers everywhere.
Oh my God.
Actually, before we leave this subject, everybody's got to come up with a drug-based esports team. Go. So I'm gonna start it off. Mine's gonna be Fly Guy Kai and the Electric Ecstasies.
oh my God. We got the LS demons out here.
The LS demons.
That's pretty good.
All right, here come the shroom poppin' daddies.
The shroom pop.
Shroom poppin' dance. So let's move out all this meth and get to the Mirror City.
Let's push all this meth and finally get into the good stuff.
Yo,
How do we keep getting back to the Saudis?
if you go back in our show history, we have like 6 episodes dedicated to these dudes.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Saudi Arabia intends to build a future city? A mirror city, that's right.
I just wonder what this is gonna do to the environment, man. Like, you want to put a mirror city in the middle of the desert where the sun is already at its strongest?
There's gonna be the daily 1 o'clock spontaneous combustion that results from sunlight bouncing off the mirror.
That's gonna be one killer sunrise.
The entire city is built out of two-way mirrors.
Oh my God.
It just becomes a voyeurism city.
Why would you do that?
I mean, they're quote unquote dropping $1 trillion on it. That's still not half of the money you would need for an infrastructure for something like that.
God.
Like, that's kind of
no
that's kind of the part that's so like that's not enough money.
And no matter what you say, it's definitely a vanity project. Why? Because why is this necessary?
They expect this place to make money. They want people to live here.
They built an island.
Was it enough when we were building skyscrapers and shit and paved roads? And people were
But
like,
a
hey, like,
skyscraper, you can prove its necessity. It's a building. It has offices in it. People work there. There's trade that goes in and out of the building.
what do you
This
think?
is
is
a
gonna be
Okay, I'm
here?
sorry. Now you've gotten me. What do you think is going to happen in this building? You think it's just going to be a series of
Nothing.
empty rooms?
They just got ping pong tables everywhere.
Everywhere. Halfway up the tower, maybe like 3/4 the way up, there's one mini fridge.
This is gonna be one of those paradises in the middle of the desert that you do not need. That affects the environment. Like, why?
Everything
Wow.
humanity builds and affects the environment.
Yeah, dude. I'm with you on the argument, but like at the same time, they've already stated why they're doing it is because they want to make a shitload of money from it.
That being said, they're trying to make it like quote unquote like eco-friendly and whatever. It's gonna have trees and grass and all that other bullshit that wouldn't grow in a desert regardless. But
Because it's a desert.
yeah,
but it has its own ecosystem.
That one I want to see. I want to see how you plan to pull that shit off, please.
that's
Thank you.
honestly we've done that now. You're talking about
Yeah, I think it's possible.
this is a building.
No. I'm saying environmentally friendly, sustainable building in the middle.
I don't.
All right. Neom promises zero car environment with 100% sustainable transport system. But will this offset the massive carbon footprint of constructing a future metropolis in the middle of the desert? Let alone how they got the money for it, is basically what they're saying.
Yeah, and the answer is more than likely no, right?
Yeah,
Like,
because it's not answered. I'm reading this
Okay,
whole
so
thing,
but
never
the problem is that like I'm assuming in an ideal world where like this is somehow magically like environmentally conscious, friendly, and whatever, and it pays itself off. Like, okay, fine. You can definitely run a city like that. You have the room to build the sustainable energy things. I don't know if they're actually going to do it, but you definitely could. How it's constructed, it's definitely not going to be environmentally friendly. Don't give me that shit.
If it looked anything like this would look amazing.
It would kill my conscience.
No, I'm good. I would visit, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to live there.
It's a place like where people just want to go to be. And if you're telling me I could get an apartment there, and I had like, let's say the Tri does really well at some point in our life, hell yeah! Like, why the hell not? Catch me in Saudi Arabia, bitches. I'm living in the.
Alright, in that case, I'd come visit.
Here's the deal. We can get a penthouse. We'll fly over there on A380.
We can get a timeshare there.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how just non-indulgent you guys are. Oh my god, I could never. My Holy Spirit doesn't allow me. Please.
This place would have to be like pretty freaking ballin' for me to really like be like uproot my life and move to Saudi Arabia just so I can live in this one place. Like,
if it looks like this, right? Just this main picture and the side picture.
I'm not gonna lie, that picture kind of low-key makes me think of just like some really nefarious Night City shit.
Hell yeah! It's like, yo, there's like an underground where fights happen and shit. It'd be amazing.
See?
Dude, there are so many cities in America that already have that kind of
Yeah, but they look dirty as hell.
Do you think it's gonna be any less dirty there? It's just gonna be dirt on top of marble.
There's a difference in the quality of dirt.
It's gonna be wealthy dirt.
It's gonna be wealthy freaking dirt, and we're gonna go down there and we're gonna see people combat to the death.
Okay, so if this does become a utopian city, like, doesn't that risk like a lot of security issues? That's gonna get expensive for bulletproof all that glass.
That's the first place just getting attacked.
Listen, there's gonna be so much money flooding into this place. We could not afford a studio apartment. We couldn't afford the closet of a studio apartment in a place like this.
Couldn't even afford to work there. Like, you literally do not make enough.
If you're that rich, you've already probably bought your apartment there. This is gonna be a resort, essentially. Because, like, people that work there aren't gonna actually be able to live there. There's no way.
That might be the trade-off, though. There are places that do, like, pay people to move there. And they will train you on specific jobs and stuff like that. Like, hey, look, we need people to do these things.
You know, yeah, they could definitely live in Cubby.
No, stop. We're not talking this up anymore. Let the Mirror City die.
Sure you don't want this half-off bus ticket back to your home every day?
We have a coupon for you for 25% off of Panera Bread.
Plot twist. Are we talking about America or Saudi Arabia?
And Mirror City, a place that took trillions of dollars to make. All you got for me is a half-off coupon. I can't even get like a free Jordan that.
And a nice tote bag.
And a tote bag. Yeah, that's wonderful for the environment. Thank you.
You're gonna take that tote bag and you're gonna be grateful, okay?
Millionaires give most of it away. Shut up. I don't believe you. I don't believe a word you say.
I wouldn't do that.
No, actually, if you were given $1 million, most of it would just be
taxes.
Taken.
But that's that's different. Actually, no. Technically, you don't have to pay taxes. You have to, but you don't.
The Triumvirate does not encourage
no, we just got to be honest about it. Okay. Listen, the Tri don't make enough to do tax evasion.
My point is like, no, like you cannot pay taxes and they will come get your ass. But yeah, technically, yeah, you don't. You can walk away with that whole $1 million. They're like, you want to pay the taxes now? You'd be like, nah.
We'll catch you next year and it'll be double or nothing.
Oh god! All right, so I guess enough of this Deus Ex type city. Like, I don't know, you people over here.
What do you mean by you people?
You people, the both of y'all, you heathens, all bathed in sin, ready to live that night city lifestyle. Shaking my head. Don't you care for the environment? Don't you care about?
I was so sure that you're winding up to calling us an.
FiFa.
FiFa.
I don't.
Okay, so basically what's happening is EA has lost licensing to FIFA. In order to not lose all of their sales, they're doing a major rebranding to be called EA Sports FC.
Stupid.
Why just not have it all be an acronym?
That's exactly what I'm thinking. And why not just have it be like EASFC?
The old ease fuck. You know what I mean?
The old good fun in a pot. They're launching these series of multi-year, multi-million-dollar partnerships with various leagues. The interesting part about this is that while EA definitely has the money to effectively keep it all the same, the fact that it wasn't suggests that there may be opportunity for some legitimate competition here.
Yeah.
And competition does exist already through PES, and apparently Konami has something called eFootball.
That shit sucked, let's be honest.
Doesn't 2K run sports games? I mean, it's a perfect chance. Like, they can pick up FIFA.
Well, they're not going to be able to pick up FIFA, but this also puts a lot of power into the individual league's hands.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, but this gives the individual leagues a chance to like mark themselves up, especially with
Yeah,
EA.
they could contract with someone else.
Premier League could just very easily go with 2K with a much better deal that favors them.
Yeah, for sure.
2K would love that.
There are people like myself who don't know shit about FIFA that only know about it through the FIFA video game. As people find out more about basketball and football through the 2Ks, through the Maddens, through things like that are now, you're kind of cutting off an avenue of potential growth for that reason. And not just any avenue, this is a big avenue. While yes, there will be games to come, what you're really waiting for is like that game that's going to take over for the FIFA brand. And this may end up hurting them more in the long run because now their brand recognizability is no longer.
Nobody is a winner out of this.
Oh yeah.
Even the gamers aren't a winner out of this because now you don't have the ability, like in one game, to play all the leagues that you want to do. You're gonna have to buy them through different products. That said, though, these companies will have to like genuinely think on their feet as to how to stand out.
One of the big things about the FIFA games, as well as Madden and NBA 2K, is like the My Team, the My Ultimate Team. Well, even though you had My Career and they do fine in those games, My Team is where people will drop ridiculous amounts of bread on getting the type of cards that they want to get. So now that you may not have Messi, Ronaldo, and those are the only two soccer players I know in the same game, now you're like, well, what's the hell is the point of me getting My Team?
Do you guys believe like this opens up the door for EA's other licenses to be at risk, like the NFL Madden license, or well, they can't use Madden anymore anyway, but
Wait, why can't they use Madden?
I think the John Madden deal was over. Madden's been dead for a while, dude.
Hey, what are you
Like,
talking
not using Madden anymore, right?
There's a Madden 23 coming out. What are you talking about? EA Sports, this is May 2020, reach a multi-year agreement to extend the Madden contract.
Still, the question stands. Like, do you think this opens up the door for them to lose the licenses, such as like the NFL, Madden, like NBA license?
Hell no. It's really more of just the splitting of two giants.
FIFA and NHL are the only two games that really use the actual league's name by itself, but you can use those without real like consequence because you have the 2K and the live in there, what actually makes it okay. That's how somebody can use like NBA Watch or NBA whatever because it's transformative. But FIFA is just FIFA. Like NHL is just NHL.
EA is not going to want to lose any more of their...
Yeah, and as much as we want to look at like Madden and say, oh, like, well, Madden that's a guy
who's dead,
not a company.
It's an estate at this point.
Yeah, like FIFA is the organization that you gotta look at. So that's why I don't think Madden's at risk.
This is also going to force EA to give people a better product. First of all, they've already started including the Women's League, which about damn time, but they're no longer going to be able to separate out their products as much anymore. At least with regards to the World Cup, it's now all going to be wrapped up into one. So there is that positive takeaway.
One more thing.
Alrighty then. Well, everybody out there and try YouTube land, I just gotta say, thank you for coming on through. It's been your boy, Kill Him Slowly. We got a young Silly Willy here.
Night, everybody! Thanks for stopping by.
we got the tired fly guy, Kai.
Bye, guy.
That face of just, I am so over it.
He's like, alright, and no, that's been us. We've been the Triumvirate. Peace out, guys.
Okay, bye. Cheers.
Bye. Have a good time.
Okay.
We did it.
Yay.
We did a thing.
Guys, I've never been more proud of us.